Hey, you, it's a blind life. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the It's a Blind Life podcast. My name is Aria.
And I'm Belle.
And we are two legally blind sisters who just decided to make a podcast talking about their lives as blind people. There's no rhyme or reason to this show. We talk about what we want when we want, and that's really all there is to it. What you see is what you get. And yeah, that's where we're at. And today what we wanted to talk about, since it is getting to be summertime, is how we travel. Now, Belle and I have very different experiences with travel. It's very difficult, I think, to try to just be like, yeah, this is how we do it, because a lot of it is very similar to how normal people travel, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. What do you think, Belle?
I guess it depends on what you say when you mean traveling.
True and fair. So I will say that for the most part, I've mainly traveled with my family. We've done, a fair amount of road trips. We did our train trip down to Florida, which was fun. We've done some plane trips to different places. I know once we flew out to Texas for an NFB convention. I know we've flown to Florida a couple times. I've flown to Georgia by myself once. So we have done a fair amount of traveling. And there's been 2 times that I've traveled without my parents, but it's been with a group of other people. I went to Australia with People to People. And when I was getting ready to go into 9th grade, I went on a cross-country RV trip with really good friends of our family. They had this, I don't want to say church. Well, yeah, I guess a church group theater troupe, essentially. And so we traveled and we did our show we did Godspell. And we performed in different churches across the country, essentially. There was this youth conference thing that we went to and we performed at there. So that was a really big thing, an exciting thing that I did. But all in all, nowadays, I don't know, I could take travel or I could leave travel. I don't necessarily have to travel anymore, especially after Australia. For me, I'm I don't have to. Whereas your experience has been very different.
Yeah. Comes with deciding to go miles and miles and miles and miles away from your family for college.
Yeah, just a bit.
Aria chose to go 4 hours away. I decided to go 12.
Mm-hmm.
So, before that, it was traveling in the car with the family.
Mm-hmm.
And then my freshman year...
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. My freshman year, I got on a plane by myself. I flew to where we were spending Thanksgiving with our dad's family. So I flew there and then flew back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I flew home for spring break that same year.
Mm-hmm.
Was supposed to fly back. Then guess what happened? And I couldn't fly back. So then we had to road trip.
Yeah, I think it was in the middle of your spring break. You had to road trip out, get all your stuff, and as you were driving back, things were shutting down behind you.
Yeah. So, virus that shall not be named. When that started happening, I was on spring break, and so we're in the middle of spring break, and we get an email. We're extending your spring break a week. We don't know what's happening. We're extending it. Everybody chill. We're having a board meeting. I was going to talk to people. We going to see what happens. Okay, great. Literally, the next night, we get we're closed. You either come stay here or come get your stuff. And the family was like, yeah, we're going to get the stuff because it doesn't make sense
Right.
for me to be there completely by myself.
Yeah.
So we went and we got my stuff, and our dad's brother came, so our uncle and aunt were with us. They drove their own car, and it was literally just throwing stuff into bags and getting out. And then as we're driving home, literally the states are shutting down their borders as we go. And it's just like, oh, this is fun. So yeah, there was that. And then most recently, I had to fly home from where I'm at for law school. Again, miles and miles away. And I flew by myself then.
Yeah, you've done a lot more flying by yourself than I have because I officially hate planes.
You hate planes, you hate boats, you hate everything.
I like trains. I don't mind train travel. Oh no, that is a thing. I did travel on train by myself.
Oh yeah, you went to Philly.
I went out to Philly and I traveled by train.
I traveled by train to go to New York.
Yeah, well, but I mean, not by yourself though.
No.
Not by yourself.
No.
But we've done, every time that we've gone to New York, we've gone train because honestly, the train is nice, man. Like everybody who kind of is like, the train, nah, the train is nice because like you can walk around. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to like go from like car to car. Like you can walk around. You have more leg room than you do on a plane. Like it is much easier, in my opinion, to be on a train than on a plane, personally. But also, I get airsick. I learned that
you get airsick.
The hard way.
I get car sick.
Yeah.
That was a new one.
Yeah. For you, I don't even know how your car sickness developed.
I blame where I went to college.
Yeah, that's fair. Whereas I didn't know, because I had flown in a plane like a couple times before I went to Australia. And I had never had any trouble. And we learned that if I'm in a plane for more than 4 hours, I get airsick. And I learned the hard way. And so now I'm just like, yeah, I know this. And like I could take medicine and fly and be okay. But like, I don't want to if I don't have to. Because like being violently ill for like a 15-hour flight and then for another 3-hour flight is just not a good time. And I probably should have went to like a hospital or something, but I didn't. Everybody's like, nah, you're fine. Let's go. And I was like, okay. I've just been violently ill for a very long period, almost a day. Yeah, no, I'm totally fine.
Yeah, I think it like my car sickness started like once I hit puberty. Like the earliest time, I think, when we were coming back from like a family vacation, and somehow we got on these back winding roads, and I was violently ill.
You were struggling.
I was hardcore struggling, and then I went to college, and of course, where I went to college, everything was flat.
All right.
And ever since then, like long car rides, like even traveling there, you don't give me food. Like, I know I need to eat, but like once we, like after being in a car for so long and like getting to wherever, like I don't want to eat.
Yeah.
Don't make me eat.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's been better since you've gotten the motion sickness bans.
It has been. It's been better since that, and since I am just like, if I'm asleep, just don't eat.
Yeah, let me sleep.
Just let me suffer through it, and that's what we're gonna do. Because if I can just sleep through it, it's better for
all involved.
All intents and purposes.
Yeah. So I guess how we travel when it comes to like making sure we're where we need to be. a lot of times places will be nice and allow like whoever's dropping us off at whatever place to make sure we get to where we need to go. I know the one time I flew down to Georgia, my uncle was who dropped me off at the airport, and he talked to like I think security or TSA and explained the situation and was just like, hey, or it was one of the airport people. I can't remember who he talked to, but was just like, hey, like, can I get her to the gate? Like, and then I'm gonna like leave. Like, let me make sure she gets on and then I'm gone. And they were all like, yeah, as long as you go through security, that's not a problem. You know, and he did, and he hung out with me. And then I got on the plane. He really helped out. For the train station, it was very similar, and they were also very chill. Like it was just kind of like, yeah, not a problem. You know, you can go and make sure she gets on and gets seated and everything. And a lot, not all, but a fair amount of staff members of planes and trains, like a lot of them are accommodating and generally nice. As long as you're nice, they'll be nice.
Yeah.
You know, and there are some people that they're just going through it, and honestly with their job, fine and fair. Like I can't imagine all of the stuff that they see on a daily basis. And then like getting off, a lot of times it's just like follow the people.
Yeah. So like whenever I've traveled by myself, I never really had the luck. I've only had the luxury once of having a family member walk me.
Yeah.
And that was our father when I flew back after Thanksgiving. Every other time, I had to be like, I'm legally blind. Could I get assistance to my gate?
Yeah, that's what I had to do in Georgia.
And the first time that happened, the guy just let me grab his arm and we just did sighted guide and he got me through and great, whatevs. I can't remember what the second time was. I can't remember. No, I got put in a wheelchair then, the next time I did, when it wasn't our father who walked me to the gate. And then ever since then, they've stuck me in a wheelchair, and I just get very frustrated because I'm just like, it's not my legs that are broken, just my eyeballs.
It's not my legs, it's just my
legs, just my eyes. But they're like, yeah, no, this is protocol. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but it's dumb. More work is being done.
To push me. Than for someone to just give me their arm. Or to just walk with me.
Yeah, that too. Either or. It's not that difficult.
I know. And wasn't there a lady who was making comments about you?
Yes. The last time I flew home, I had to fly home for appointments, like right after my last final in December. And we were just like, yeah, you're going to fly home. Okay, sure, I'll fly home. And there was an old lady who was on the same flight, and all this lady did was complain.
Mm-hmm.
First, it was having to take off her shoes. Then she had to take off her hat. Now, she's never been treated like this in an airport. Going through TSA. Lady, how old are you? Like, when was the last time you flew?
This is like general procedure.
I'm just like, was it, before 2001? Like, I have questions.
Yeah.
But of course, she went through TSA like the same time I did. And okay, fine. Somehow, like, I was stopped because they had to check some things because I had to take a medication home. Mm-hmm. And the medication is in a syringe, so the whole
right.
Can I get this through? And
panicked
and
like I just need my medication, man.
Need my meds. That's all I need. But yeah, there was that, and so she just was complaining non-stop about everything, and I'm just like, lady. You good. Like, it's not that serious.
It ain't that big a thing.
It ain't that big of a deal. Let it go. Oh, I've been treated so horribly, and this is ridiculous. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you sound ridiculous. And then there was this young girl also in a wheelchair, and how the youth just are manipulating the system, and I'm over here just like, lady, I am literally sitting behind you in a wheelchair. Like, I know it's me. And because, like, we went through, like, around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, lady, look, I didn't ask for this, and the only reason I'm still in this chair is because I can get on earlier and find my flippin' seat.
Yeah.
Only fudging reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that was...
Well, and it's the other thing, too, where it's just like, you have no idea what's going on with me, so, like, mind your business.
Yeah, mind your own...
Because the thing is like, if there's a reason for it and people are asking for accommodation, they need to be able to get the accommodation.
Yeah. So she got me really mad.
I remember those texts.
I was just like, y'all, I cannot handle this.
Yeah, I remember those texts.
And you're all just like, this is fine. And I'm like, no, like, I'm over here just trying not to lose it.
Well, no, I don't blame you, because that's just annoying and rude and, like, nah.
Like, I wasn't even, like, I was kind of frustrated, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm gonna laugh at you. Because, like, you're just, again, when is the last time you were in an airport?
Right.
That you didn't have to take off your shoes or your hat.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. But that's been a relatively recent thing, but, like, it's been a while. It's been like
over 20 years.
It's been like 2/3 of my life.
Yep. So that was a fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like Arya said, like, yeah, I could wait for, like, technically to be put on another wheelchair to be taken off. But at that point, it's like, I know my whoever's picking me up, be it, like, my friend who picked me up one time, our aunt, our parents, like, whoever was getting me from the airport, I'm like, I need to go to baggage claim or, like, that general vicinity. I don't know where that is, so I have to follow the people.
Yeah, in that point, it's easier to just follow the crowd
Then wait to be then put on a wheelchair, and it's just like, look, just let me follow the crowd. Like, it's just easier. And then I still will get lost on, like, messaging my parents. They're like, okay, where are you? I don't know. I got on a trolley. I don't know where I am. I'm following the people. So you got on the tram. I'm assuming I got on something. I don't know where I am.
See, and that's the thing, like, at least with... Well, I guess there is signage in airports, but, like, the signage in airports isn't great a lot of times.
Our home airport's pretty good.
Yeah. Or okay, in my experience, I have not set foot in an airport in, I don't even know how long. Like, it's been a very long time. Probably at least 10 years, if not more, since I've set foot in an airport.
Yep.
And the last time that I've been in one, the signage wasn't fantastic. It was difficult to see. It wasn't that great. And I was just kind of like, I mean, you know, I've just gotta try to figure out where I'm going and hope for the best. But it's possible that it's improved.
Again, our home city, the airport their signage is better. The one in our current city, it's small, so it's like, it's pretty easy because it's just so small.
You mean difficult?
No, easy.
Easy to see?
Yeah, it's easy. It's not like my favorite airport of all time where it's so big and the signage doesn't even help. It's literally so small.
Okay.
Like, you could walk in a circle and find your gate.
Oh, the size of the airport.
Yes,
okay,
the sign
I
of
get
the airport,
you.
not the signs, like, just the airport size. Like, compared to the one that I had to fly to and from for college,
Mm-hmm.
like, that one is so big. It's horrible. I hated that airport. I still hate that airport.
Yeah, I know.
I still hate that city.
Yeah, I know when I flew to Atlanta, that one was like, that airport's ginormous and
Yeah, I was
scary.
I was very nervous for this one, like, to fly home, because, like, I was never in this airport, and our dad flew into it.
We talked
at
about
the start
that.
of that semester. That was fun times all around.
We talked about that.
We talked about that. And he was like, oh, it's not that bad. It's very small. I don't realize how small it was until we got through TSA, I got my bag, and then she walks out. She's like, okay, do you need to go to the restroom, or do you want something to eat from, like, any of the places, like, convenience store? Like, do you need anything? No, I'm okay. Walks down a hallway, and then there's just 6 gates.
Perfect.
And she just parks me right there. And I was like, I felt so dumb. I'm like, I could have found this. Like, it was so right there, like, inconveniently stupid.
Well, no, and the thing is, too, is, like, you never know with airports, so it's easier to just be like, yo, help me out here.
Yeah.
Because, like, you never know. Because some that you don't think are going to be ginormous are ginormous, like our home airport.
Okay, to be fair, our home airport has a tram.
To be fair, like, it's deceptively big. You wouldn't think it's big.
Well, because it's 2 separate things.
Yeah.
That's the horrible thing about our hometown airport. It is 2 separate things that you need a tram.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I liked, I think, the trains a little bit more, is that a lot of times it's mainly, you kind of know there's 2 possible places you can go, and, like, it's not that difficult if it's a smaller station to figure out where you're going. Like, once you get into, like, someplace like New York, that is crazy insane to try to figure out.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
And I am so glad I've never had to do that by myself, because I would cry. Because there are so many. And the same with Philly. Like, Philly's pretty big, too, for a train station.
I think the thing is with New York, though, is, like, I feel like I would be more okay with doing New York alone than Philly. Just because out of all the times we've been to New York, people are more willing to help us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they see a blind person looking very lost and very confused, or if they just see a blind person by themselves in general, some people will stop and be like, you need help.
Yeah, a lot of them are like, you good? You good? It's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're good. But yeah, no, Philly train station's pretty big. And I'm so glad most of the time, like, we never have to get off the train. Like, they just stop to refuel, and then, like, we keep going. 'Cause, like, otherwise I would just be like, nah, friends, let's not do that.
Well, when we take the train to New York, it just goes to Lancaster. We stop at Lancaster.
We stop a couple different places.
We do, but, like, the last stop to, like, refuel and everything is Lancaster.
Yeah, because
like, we go down and then around and then who knows? You go everywhere.
You go everywhere on the train, man. But again, I don't mind that so much, because it's just kind of like, okay, we're just here, we're vibing, it's all good. Did they even refuel when we went down to Florida? I can't remember.
I don't know, because it just went through the night.
Mm-hmm. That's
so, like,
what I thought.
I don't think. I think it was just straight from Virginia to...
Or did they stop? I thought they stopped at one point. I can't remember.
Again, it may have been in the middle of the night.
It may have been.
I sure as heck don't remember.
Well, because once you were out, you were out. I did not sleep well that night.
Which, the first one or the second one? Because I was up a couple times the first time.
I was going to say, I don't think any. I don't remember.
I know you slept better the second time. I did not sleep well on the train in general. Arya shoved me on the top, and I thought I was going to fall off, and I was not sleeping with a seatbelt. So, you know.
Scared.
Slightly scared. Also, I didn't know there was a seatbelt.
A bed belt.
Until, like, the next day.
Yeah.
But, like, parents were like, oh, did you use the seatbelt? What seatbelt? What you talking about? No?
Yeah, no. But all in all, like, the traveling by train isn't nearly as bad as plane. Like for me as plane. Because plane, I don't know. The thing about me in airports is that I feel like everybody's so like stressed and angry, and like airports seem like their own kind of purgatory to me.
Listen, I have heard and watched some strange people at the airport. Some interesting fellas.
Interesting folk.
Yep. They be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I ain't about that life, man. No. I'm just not.
No, you can't make me.
No, I just cannot. I cannot. And that's all there is to it.
Yep.
If I don't have to, I'm not going to. And that's why a lot of times we just do, like, when we travel, it's mainly like road trips, because it's just easier for all involved.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Especially when it's like, sometimes like going home from here, it's, you know, Arya, me, my dog.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And traveling with pets and stuff, like you can't really airplane. It's a whole other debate. And like, I'm sorry, I do not want to put your dog on a plane ever. I don't want to put my cat on a plane ever. I don't want to go. I don't.
I know. Taking my dog on a plane, I think it's the entire family is pretty much in agreement of that dog is too important. That dog is never going on a plane.
Yeah, we will drive.
We will drive before we put that dog on a plane.
Yeah, we will figure it out, and we will make it work to not put that dog on a plane, because we're just not going to do that.
We ain't risking.
No, that's just it. And like, I don't love how the plane situation works for animals. I like, even with trains too, like, I don't love that either. Like, it's much easier to drive it, to be honest, and like be able to stop where you need to. And like, a lot of rest stops have like areas where dogs can go to the bathroom, and like, it's easier to do that. And like, you know, we make sure she's always up to date on everything. She is vaccinated.
Yes.
And able to be out and about without worry of picking up anything.
Yeah. She's always vaccinated. She's always
flea medicated.
Like, she has her
preventions,
and she is drugged.
Mm-hmm. We got our drugs.
Let me be clear. They are medically prescribed. We don't just drug our dog.
Yeah. We all of them are needed for different things.
Yeah. When we say drug, she's always drugged. Like, this dog needs them.
Well, she's one of those, I got a dog for anxiety, and the dog also has anxiety.
Yeah, severe anxiety. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she's on her anxiety meds, and she does very well with them. So we don't mess with that at all.
No, and then we have the spare anxiety med that she can take on top of it.
Yeah, but we haven't needed to give that to her in a very long time.
No, I think we've only really given it when we do travel now.
And even then, sometimes we don't, because she's fine.
Yeah, she's a good travel.
She's a good travel dog.
She's really good. She'll just curl up. She'll stick her butt on me, and that's what we do.
Yep.
I get a little grumpy about it because Arya will get the head and get to pet her, and I get the butt. You know,
yep.
Just my dog.
The mom stuff. So, yeah, but like, travel-wise, though, like, a lot of times it's very similar to normal people. Like, we have stuff to entertain us during the travel. I know this time when we travel, I'm going to make sure to have my phone ready to go and have, like, all the battery packs.
Better, so we can watch Court.
So we can watch Court, because it's official. Watching someone cover like a lawyer cover a like high profile trial is my sports, because I get
You're
so
a
much.
lawyer watching high profile court trials is like my watching police body cam footage at this point.
Yeah, but that is very like, it's my sports, and just watching the drama that goes down is wild in several cases that have been going on recently, and there's more to come this summer, which I might not be able to watch by myself. We'll see, because the trial coming up this summer is going to be wild. But anyway, so yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on that is just, it's fascinating to learn about and to know about. And like,
you also like watching it with me at times when I'm just like, no, at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time, we're all screaming, no, what the heck? Yes, watching trials is my sports, honestly, because sometimes it is, like, sometimes it can be very just, like, tedious and monotonous, and it's like, okay, whatevs. But other times it's just like, I cannot believe that was just said. I cannot believe that this is what's going on.
I was about to say, we better be watching trial.
We will be. I hope they're back in tomorrow.
I will be shocked if they're not.
I hope, depending on what's going on. So, yeah, but we do have our things to keep us entertained. A lot of times it's reading or sleep. Well, Belle sleeps. A lot of times I can't get comfortable enough to sleep because Belle takes up all of the room.
Okay, to be fair, I have the body of an 80-year-old.
That's what they all say.
Have you seen... Like, hold on a minute. No. Do we want to list all of the injuries and everything wrong with my body?
Sure.
I.e., main one being my knee and my hip.
Sure.
I probably need things replaced.
Already. Yeah, so that is, we have the things to entertain ourselves. I've never had trouble reading in the car. Now that Belle has motion sickness, she cannot read in the car.
I sometimes can.
It depends.
It depends on a variety of factors. I don't know if I'm going to be able to this time, considering my stomach has been leading a revolt against me for the
your
past,
stomach's
year.
As someone whose stomach also tries to murder her on a regular basis.
Yeah, mine just decided I'm just going to make it worse.
Yeah. Luckily you go to a doctor though, so that's good.
You know, not 2 years later or anything.
No, you've been to a doctor within a year.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't. The last time was in 2023.
How did you miss last year?
He didn't make me an appointment. He said, "Oh, she's young and healthy."
Oh my gosh.
I don't need to see her. When, my body was leading a revolt then.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Okay.
Oh, dear. But yeah, so that happened. And then, yeah, a lot of times, I'm trying to think what else we use for, like, travel.
We used to have a portable DVD player.
Oh, we did. That was nice. Movies were nice. I miss that. I do like having... Occasionally we'll do crochet, but a lot of times I don't have the room and I can't get comfortable enough to spread out and crochet. So that I can't do. But technically you can do that as a travel activity.
Mm-hmm. We'll watch YouTube.
Well, yeah, watching YouTube, watching different things, like whatever you can do on your phone, honestly. Like, you can use that for entertainment. But yeah, a lot of it is very similar to what quote-unquote normal people do.
Except we don't have to worry about being asked if we can drive.
Exactly. That's the one difference. We literally have free reign to do whatever we want.
That's why I always have to laugh when like the whole trend with the passenger princess is going around, and I'm just like, I have the permanent passenger princess card. What are y'all talking about? Like, no, don't even.
Yeah, exactly. I'm permanently a passenger princess.
They're all just like, oh, this is a privilege. This is my life. What are you talking about?
Yeah, which, I mean, it's one of those, like, it's a double-edged sword because it's like, but also it's kind of like, it is a bummer sometimes that we can't be part of, like, the road trip. Because I think we could do, like, longer road trips and stuff if we could drive. Like, if it was between, like, mom, dad, and us. So it is one of those double-edged swords in a way, but for the most part, though, I'm just kind of like, especially with road trips, I'm just kind of like, y'all can figure it out. I'm just here for the ride.
I mean, you'd get us lost in 2 seconds flat, so.
Yes, I would. 100%.
It's a good thing you don't drive.
100% yes. It is a good thing I can't drive because I get lost very easily. It is very easy for me to do. So, yeah, I think that's about all we have. Is there anything else you wanted to mention?
Not that I can think of.
All right, excellent. So, that being said, we want to thank you for coming along today as we talked about, how we traveled. Of course, if you like this episode, if you like what you've been listening to, please consider following the podcast and sharing the episode with your friends. It really does help us to grow the show, and we would appreciate the support those actions would give. And hey, if you just want to leave a review, that would be okay too. And then next time, again, our plans have changed 3 million times over. We have no plan anymore.
No plans.
So, not sure what we'll be talking about next time, but we're talking about something. So, that being said, hey, don't forget that it is a blind life, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.